New York and Illinois just banned state employees from using prediction markets, pushing ethics rules ahead of any national consensus. The pressure point is simple. New York and Illinois are moving faster than Washington on prediction market ethics. New York, Illinois is the search phrase, but the useful issue is who gains, who loses, and which rule or right changes in practice. That is why the practical rule change matters more than the political slogan around it. Governor Kathy Hochul signed an executive order banning New York State employees and officers from trading on prediction markets, explicitly framing insider betting as corruption. That is a bigger deal than the wager size, because the platform is trying to prove it can act like a market venue instead of a novelty app. This puts a real procedural marker on the story instead of leaving it at rhetoric. Illinois Governor JB Pritzker signed a similar order a day earlier, saying the state wanted stronger guardrails as online prediction markets and event contracts keep growing. In plain English, insider trading here means someone can influence the outcome they are also trading on. Once the formal structure appears, the winners and losers become easier to identify. For people typing New York, Illinois, the practical issue is enforcement, access, or voting power, not the headline alone. The moves came amid rising volumes, insider trading accusations tied to geopolitical contracts, and ongoing legal fights involving platforms such as Kalshi in states like New York and Nevada. That is the step that turns a debate into operational consequences. The mechanism is conflict of interest control. Public employees may have access to non-public information, so governments are treating prediction market activity as an ethics issue, not just a new form of online speculation. Anyone searching, KW, is really looking at a credibility test. Can these platforms police unfair edges before regulators do it for them? The legal mechanism matters because markets adapt to rules long before they adapt to narratives. That matters because these orders do more than restrict employees. They signal that state-level scrutiny can shape platform growth even before Congress or federal regulators settle the broader classification debate. The stronger the enforcement line becomes, the stronger the argument that event markets belong inside mainstream finance rather than outside it. This is where affected users, platforms, or investors start calculating real compliance or access costs. What is still unclear is whether more states will copy these bans, whether the rules will expand beyond direct employees, and whether platforms can keep arguing they are neutral markets if insider concerns stay this visible. Watch other governors, watch pending court cases, and watch whether prediction market firms tighten onboarding and monitoring before they are forced to buy a larger patchwork of state action. The open question is not cosmetic. It decides how much room the market actually has. That leaves New York, Illinois hanging on the next formal step, because speeches and posts matter less than enforceable rules or court filings. Prediction markets want the credibility of finance, and stories like this decide whether they can earn it before regulators impose a harsher version from the outside. The next official move matters more than another round of commentary. If more states copy these bans, platform design will start changing around ethics constraints instead of around pure growth.